sat there and I feel like you said this the way you said it on purpose to make it seem like you were diagnosed when you're not diagnosed. Apparently, you just self-tested and took a couple internet tests or whatever, and then went on this platform saying that you're autistic, and then all of these behaviors are because of the fact that you're autistic when you're not actually diagnosed. I feel like that is irresponsible. And
you got lucky some deer showed up at your crib. I actually worked for this. I love the smoke in the animal kingdom. I had to say about Drake and Kendrick. This is the what is the kind of Azahnaki Jew versus the Hebrew Israelite.
This podcast is sponsored by Graffiti Tax Services. For all your tax preparation needs, you can go to graffititax.com. We're going to put the link right here. It should be somewhere. And yeah, you can head to them for during tax season. And if you have any financial or tax preparation questions, head to Graffiti Tax Services. They're our new sponsor. Thank you to Graffiti Tax Preparation Services. That's it.
All right, we going live in 3, 2, 1. I just need everybody to know one thing.
Oh my God.
That Farrah is trying to sabotage us. I just want y'all to know that. She has a plan.
The drama.
She's concocted a plan to take us down. Slowly but surely, like a poisonous venom that's going through our veins.
This would be a terrible plan.
I'm trying to figure out what your end game. I don't know. I'm confused. I don't know what you're planning. It just feels like you're doing and moving in a certain way that you don't want us to thrive. I'm just saying, it just seems like you ain't
the
posting
drama.
with
Yeah, I
consistency.
literally just dropped my phone in the toilet.
Convenient. Very convenient.
Like
to damage work equipment that we need.
That's not work
that
equipment.
Yes, it is. It's part of the
That's
job.
my personal phone.
That's used for work. So work equipment that you're damaging. Just so happenly to not, receive emails and things.
I have two other devices that I gave up for work equipment, and this is not one of them.
That is one of them. You use that all the time.
Oh my God.
All I'm saying is, if you just will post like like we talked about and discussed, and get thumbnails done in a timely manner, like we discussed, I just feel like we would be taking us to the next level. I do.
What does that have to do with me dropping my phone in the toilet?
Because you're purposely putting yourself at a handicap. You're trying to damage equipment. You're trying to take us out. And I just feel like I needed to expose. I think I need to let the people know what's going on. I think the people at home need to know what's going on.
Obviously, this partnership is a sham.
I'm just saying. I just figured it out. I just figured out what you're trying to do. You're trying to take us under.
Because why do you feel the need to expose your wife and partner?
Because I want the people to know it's not me.
Yeah,
I'm out here getting the clips up.
It's giving my biggest hater.
I'm getting the clips pulled up. I'm getting everything set up together. What does it say to you? I'm working hard trying to get this stuff together, and then you just don't post it. It's
giving my biggest hater.
I feel like you being my biggest hater. You being Talk FNF TV's biggest hater. Bigger than that Sierra person that was trying to attack us on multiple platforms. Oh, man. All right. We got to get into this.
Yeah, there's more important things to discuss. Let's go.
Euphoria.
Are you tired of paying a lot of money for your vacation? My name is Shirley Proctor, and I am a partner with Tavodian, a traveling membership group. I can help you save time, money, help you and your loved ones see the world.
Yes, period.
Get up!
Oh my God.
Get up!
Get up. Oh my God. Kendrick brought hate back. And as soon as I heard this, I thought you would appreciate that hook He was like, I hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk, the way that you dress. I was like, ooh, my husband would love this. He loves hate.
I mean, I tried my best to do what I could, and you know what? I lied to everybody. I said when it first happened, I said, oh, Kendrick could have kept that. I was talking shit in spaces. That nigga ate. He went at his head. It wasn't too much that you could say. Like it.
Period.
It's still not a finisher. This was no way is a finisher in any way. But it was good. It was some good moves in there. I can't even be mad at it. So let's just get into it. Let's introduce the show. This is Talk FNF TV. I'm your host, Rhetoric, and I'm with my lovely and amazing and wonderful co-host, Miss Reality.
Hi.
Right.
Long time TDE stan. Period. Let's go.
Oh my goodness, it's gonna be insufferable today.
Yeah.
So we've been covering this Drake, Kendrick, and the hip hop industry beef for the last since Like That came out.
Yeah, it's been like it keeps giving. I love it.
And we've got a response from Kendrick, man. It's a tough one, man.
Yesterday,
I ain't gonna lie.
Kendrick dropped Euphoria, and it's been consuming my entire being since he dropped this song.
That's vile in the first part. I think we should just start with this title of the track is Euphoria. So if y'all not familiar, Drake is the producer of Euphoria, a show that hypersexualizes young girls.
Young people.
Well, I mean,
general.
it's high school. They're in high school.
Yeah.
So they're young girls. That's the one main thing. But
this boy's getting sexualized.
Yeah, but we're talking about Drake right now. So that's what it's leaning to.
Okay.
And a lot of folks, it was funny too, folks. I saw academics going through an article that talked about it. It was like, we don't know what Drake does on the show. It's just we seen him on set and then we didn't see him anymore. And I'm like, what happened on set, Drake? What did you do at Euphoria? What did you do day one?
We'll get into some stuff. Continue.
So like I said, that was the first shot right there, was just calling it that, giving a little Google translator to it. And then it just starts. And at first I thought I was lucky. I thought he doing this little slow jazzy shit. We done. We got this. We gonna come with a hit.
You thought he was gonna do that for 6 minutes and 23 seconds?
I didn't look at the time when I just pressed the button. I never even looked at how long the song was. And then that beat dropped. And like I said, I was like, we gotta assemble the light skins. We're in trouble. I already know. I felt like when Ja Rule and them first heard In the Club, I was sitting there like that. I was like, oh shit. He got us.
He definitely did. Kendrick he changed the beat twice. So it was 3 different beats. It was so many different flows. It was so many like double entendres. He was throwing direct shots. He was saying names. He was doing all the things that you want a rapper to do in a diss song. So, I want a rapper to do.
So I think we got to start and just go through the lyrics of this because it was a lot in there.
It was a lot. So
it basically started off by calling him a degenerate.
Yeah. He starts out by saying, I make music that electrify him. You make music that pacify him. So the people, the lyric breakdowners were saying that that's kind of like a shot at the low. How do I correctly say?
Will you just say his advances at younger women?
Okay, yeah. Taking shots at his interest in young girls. And that's why he was saying pacify him.
Because he did do the whole I could double down on that and then you'll be an issue. But
yeah, and he said he was going to give him that one. But I think if there's another round, then there's going to be direct, you like little girls bars. Like, there's going to be a Millie Bobby Brown bar. There has to be. Like, okay, so the next one I have that stuck out to me was how many more fairy tales about your life till we had enough? How many more black features till you finally feel that you black enough? I like Drake with the melodies. I don't like Drake when he act tough. So he was like, you're white. Essentially.
This was just very difficult to consume, very difficult to digest. I've been listening to it multiple times. He just went at his head. Like, it was just, there's nothing else that you could really go about saying about this. He went in his head. He came with everything he needed. You forgetting there's a lot of shit in there you just don't even really know nothing about. Like, so when he says have you ever paid $500,000 for a case? So what that is directed to.
I was going in order, but go ahead, baby.
I think you already passed that.
Oh, okay.
Because you already went to a whole another section of it. But when he said that, he's talking to Drake because there was an alleged story in the Independent UK in 2017 where Drake was accused that had to pay a girl was like $350K, which is Australian dollars, and that transfers over to about $500K American. So that's where he was referring to. Have you ever had to pay $500K for an open case? Because allegedly Drake had to overseas for a sexual assault.
I don't know why we didn't hear about that.
It was, like I said, it was paid off. And it was in Australia, allegedly.
Okay. Jesus Christ. He just over here all over the place acting up. He said, yeah, Colin Aubrey, no, I'm selfish. No, I'm a selfish nigga. The crown is heavy. I pray they are my real friends. If not, I'm YNW Melly.
I don't like bars like that. I'm not really cool. I know a family member of one of the people who was killed in that. Like, I know the cousin of somebody from YNW Melly case. I hate hearing stuff like that because I know that person. He was a good dude. Went to high school with him, so I feel like that's kind of lame.
I'm sure he was a good person, but the bar was.
I mean, the bar was tough. I'm not gonna act like it wasn't tough.
Like, the bar was tough regardless.
I just don't play about when it comes to that because like I said, I know people close to that situation. So.
And then in the last song, Drop and Give Me 50. What's the name of that song? Push-ups. Yeah. Drake talked about Kendrick splits. So Kendrick came back and said you was signed to a nigga that signed to a nigga that said he was signed to a nigga.
Well, that's
talking about Young
that's
Money.
That's a Pusha T bar. Pusha T already said that. That's the only thing. We're gonna get into my criticisms of this in a little bit. Let me let you get your shit off.
We're just doing so get your shit off now if it's about what we're currently talking about.
No, it's just about it's because he's done it he did multiple times in the song where he just took other stuff that other people said and just said it different. So I mean, like I said, again, I'm not trying to take away from it, but the impact that we discussed that it needed to have, this wasn't it. Like this can be a really good song, and he went at Drake head, and this was not enough to be what we talked about was needed.
Like a complete finisher.
This is nothing. Drake can respond to this.
Well, yeah, Drake is gonna respond to this.
Let's go through the lyrics. Let's talk about the lyrics. Then we can talk about the ramifications of everything.
Okay. Well, yeah, I just thought if you had something to say about the Young Money thing specifically, but then he said try cease and desist on Like That record. Oh, what? You ain't like that record. So apparently Drake tried to cease and desist Like That.
I did see an email that was allegedly going around that was supposed to be Republic asked. Because like I said, this is all in-house. Interscope and Republic, who Drake are both with, they're all in Universal. So this is a Universal Civil War. So like I said, I'll get into that in just a little bit too.
Okay. This was like my favorite bar. He said, ain't 20v1, it's 1v20 if I gotta smack niggas that right with you.
Again.
I like that.
The writing allegations. Like I said, this is nothing new. Like these are just.
Well, I think the writing allegations are always going to be a thing when it's in the rap industry, and writing your own shit is very important. Like you get more respect if you write on your own, and the allegation that you don't write your own shit being substantiated over and over again, like, is kind of crazy to niggas. They gonna keep bringing it up because it's a form of disrespect. I mean, in this field specifically,
it is. But like again, we know Drake is putting pen to shit though. Like that's where it's just an allegation at this time. Yeah, he's going. There's some songs that he's getting a straight reference from, but we can't act like his pen hasn't been proven. It's documented and credited. His pen has been proven. That's why I said like the shit sounded good. The hardest shit on here was when he was going on about his kid. That was the hardest part because that is something most normal people can relate to in regards to easy shots at somebody in regards to that. Everybody isn't great. Everybody isn't great. Drake. Everybody isn't going to be living the creme de la creme of their dream. And so that's where you can say, oh, yeah, you're not around your kids. Well, yeah, of course he's not going to be around his kids. Niggas out here being amazing. Like around the country, around the globe. So like I said, but that shit was hard. The way he just went at that nigga about it, it sounded good. Like I said, it sounded good to this song for people who like you, who are Drake haters and who are like not really invested in the beef that's going on, but they just like to be able to take shots at Drake. He really went at what people would say at Drake, what the common folk would criticize Drake about. The whole you white.
Yeah, he did say in the song that he don't have time to be digging up dirt on Drake because he's actually spending time raising his children.
Do we think Drake's not raising his son?
Yeah.
That's cap. A little boy around.
Like, he be posting them when he with him, but like we don't.
Like you said, he with him.
I wouldn't be surprised if Drake wasn't raising his son.
I mean, he's raising him just as much as any other celebrity is. Like, calling the nanny and making sure a nigga alive every day.
He said, I hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk. I hate the way that you dress. I hate the way that you sneak this in. If I fight, it's going to be direct.
I don't see how I can't bring color. Like, people have been hating on our clips about the light-skin discussions I've been having on the show. How can I not bring colorism when you do that? That is literally hate from you just being light-skinned. Every light-skinned nigga has heard that from somebody who was a darker complexion from them.
Yeah, and in that same like realm of topics, he said he hates when Drake says nigga, and it's just cringeworthy. It's not that deep, but it just makes him cringe when Drake says nigga.
I can't believe niggas when niggas say that when they on songs with Drake saying nigga. So like I said, a lot of stuff sounded good to the ear, but once you really know what's going on, it's like a lot of it was funny business. It's just, again, low hanging fruit to go at Drake with.
What else? So he said, y'all think all my life is rap shit. Yeah, we talked about that. He got a son raised, but he sees that Drake don't know nothing about that. He said dementia must run in his family, but let it get shaky. I park your son. The first time I shot at Drake, the homie had
hard. That was a hard bar.
Yeah. The homie had told me that aim it this way. I didn't point down enough. Today I show you I learned from those mistakes. So he was basically just saying, nigga, these are direct shots. Like, you're gonna know that this is about you.
No, he went with that one. That was a tough one. That was one of the better bars in this.
Mm-hmm. That's one of the ones that everyone was going crazy over. And then there was a little Pharrell thing. I didn't know Drake like shot at Pharrell a little bit a while ago. So he said, I don't like you popping shit at Pharrell. For him, I inherit the beef. Yeah, fuck all that pushing P. Let me see you push a T. You better spin off again on him. You think you about pushing me.
So this is about Pharrell did an auction, and Drake had bought a whole bunch of the jewelry that he was selling at his auction, and then did a music video like flexing on Pharrell in the music video. So that's where a lot of that has come from. There's always been a little bit of static between the Neptunes and OVO. So that's where that kind of came from. And then also there was another bar you didn't mention earlier where he was talking about Tupac and about a ring.
Mm-hmm.
So that ring Drake paid. This is probably like considered the most expensive item in hip hop that you could buy. And that's what Drake purchased was a ring that was designed by Tupac. And that's what he was basically referencing. He was trying to get that ring from him.
Mm-hmm. And then while we're on the subject of Tupac, Tupac's estate sent Drake a cease and desist, or they said that they were going to sue him for the freestyle that he put out a while ago. I forget the name of the freestyle, but it had tailor-made freestyle, and it had a AI generated clip of Tupac's voice. And
that's not an accurate description of what it was.
What was it?
It was Drake using a Tupac filter over his voice.
It sounded like Tupac, and they threatened to sue, which is why Drake took it down.
I mean, he just didn't want to have to deal with the legalities of it, but
it probably just wasn't really worth it.
It wasn't nothing they could do really, like because his images isn't being used. You can basically argue that's not really his voice. Like you can hear Drake's voice underneath the voice modulator. Like it literally, he just did it just because he didn't want to have to deal with the drama. That's why he took it off.
Mm-hmm.
But it was already out in the ether. Everybody had a copy of it if they wanted it. This wouldn't have been. That's why I don't like him saying the cease and desist in this song. Trying to shit on Drake for trying to get all extra political when you doing the same thing. And that's where Drake's push-ups is just saying. Like, people don't understand. Like, that's all he was just saying is like, you're just like me. You're just not as good as me. That's literally what push-ups was about. You got the same kind of splits, you in the same kind of deals. There's nothing special about you as an artist that's different from me except your content.
Yeah, you're lyrically much better in every way.
That's debatable.
So he said, yeah, my first one, like my last one, it's a classic. You don't have one.
Not
Let
true.
your core audience stomach that. Don't tell them where you get your abs from.
That's it. And you had to do a good bar about the abs when you said that other shit, because that other stuff wasn't true. We know Drake has had classic albums. That's what I have to come here and defend Drake.
If you are like a snobby hip hop person, I don't think you think Drake has a classic
That's not
album.
true. Take Care, Views. Come on now. If you're reading this too late, like,
because I think I read somewhere that like To Pimp a Butterfly is still on the Billboard 100.
I'm not saying that it's not
to this day. Like, I don't think Drake has that type of like longevity.
Drake was on the billboards for like Drake has the longest streak from being top on the billboards
for a whole album.
For his music in general.
I don't think for a whole album.
That's
what I'm saying. The entire project.
He may not have had projects that's on their billboard, but he stayed on the Billboard chart for like it was like the longest streak ever.
Yeah, I'm just saying that it impacts me more that Kendrick's entire album has been on the Hot 100 basically.
Does it dropped? Is it impact you more, or is it just an ESPN stat that you can use to try to act like Kendrick is somewhat better of a total artist?
I don't think
package?
Stats make anything better. So no.
You brought up the stat girl.
Yeah, I just brought it up because I saw it and we're talking about them.
Yeah, but I mean, anytime you bring up them numbers, it's
but I always, whenever we have this conversation between Drake and Kendrick, I always say that the lyricism and the artistry is what's most important, which is why I like Kendrick more than I like Drake.
And what I say is that it's not that much of a difference. The degree from the difference is not as much as people want to say it is. It's literally just the content.
In the content of their music?
The content, that's it. That's literally the difference.
Well, yeah,
everything else is the same.
That's the most important thing because they're musicians.
Drake's, but y'all, people like, I'm not going to get too much into this because I've already said it before, but y'all try to undervalue the love stuff when it comes to Drake, but y'all would say it is the greatest thing if he was just a straight R&B singer. So that's why I don't get that. Like, when he's talking about emotions and feelings, that is similar to the uprising and things of that nature to Kendrick.
I feel like
I said in Spaces the other day, God's plan is we gonna be all right, all lives matter version. It is. That's what it is. God's plan is all lives matter versions and we gonna be all right. Like,
yeah, but like, okay. God's plan, you can play in the club. When I heard we gonna be all right, I cried. I cried. And then sometimes I still cry when I listen to that song. Depending on like what's happening in the world and where I am in my life, if I hear we gonna be all right, I'm gonna tear up a little bit. Not a Drake song has ever made me tear up. Maybe.
That's not true.
Maybe. I was gonna, listen. Let me finish the sentence I'm saying. I was gonna say maybe Girls Love Beyonce. That was my shit.
There's tons.
That was my shit.
There's tons of early Drake that put you in your feelings. Like, let's just keep it a bean.
But I've never been a huge Drake fan, so.
Because that's hate.
I've never connected to it that much. Let me tell you something. I was a Drake fan right up until he dropped Say Something with Dr. Dre. You probably don't even remember that song.
Is it Dr. Dre or is that Timberland?
Timberland, yes. They sound that's the same nigga in my head.
Them niggas from totally different coasts.
But he dropped that song and then it literally like Hot 97 and Power 105 played the fuck out of that song, and just the sound of his voice, I was just turned off to completely. I was just like, I don't want to hear this nigga anymore. But before that, I was a huge Drake fan. And then I just never really connected to anything he was dropping. Like, until that's what I'm going to say. I love a Caribbean Drake. I love when he steals other cultures' identities. Maybe Drake do a Haitian thing, pop out to Haiti. But yeah, I still...
You got to get Wyclef to come with him.
Haitians don't respect Wyclef.
I mean, Drake don't know that.
Like,
Drake just going with the first Haitian he know.
He should take anybody else.
I just think that like a lot of women, especially a lot of the black women, started to kind of fall off of Drake when his music changed from crooning about women to saying, I'm so on top that I really don't need none of y'all. Like that, when the music started changing to that, I think that's when he lost a lot of his core women fan base. Because people were trying to say he red pill and all that other stuff that he do in his music, emo, incel music, even though he can't be an incel if he's getting some. But
do people say that about his music, that he's making incel music?
Yeah, people say that all the time. But
I feel like he's making fuckboy music, but that's kind of one and the same.
It's not, because a fuckboy generally is actually fucking the girls. And
yeah, but do they not have like kind of the same rhetoric towards women?
Well, women just, anytime you're something a woman doesn't want you to be at that particular time, you're just one of those names. Like you could literally not fall into the description at all, and because you're doing something a woman doesn't like that you're doing, you just automatically fall into that.
Let's finish really quickly. He said, "When I see you stand by Sexy Red, I believe you see two bad bitches." I thought that was very funny. He said, "I believe you don't like women. That's a real competition. You might pop ass with them."
So there's another bar that you skipped over too, where he talks about he doesn't like that Drake makes these women feel like they're real women.
Oh yeah, he said.
So
that might be another.
That's
you
why I
like
thought
little girls bar.
I brought that up into the spaces. I said, are we talking about that? He's saying that you're making women who are young girls and saying that they're women, or are you saying that the women that you're dealing with or what I call it the deplorables at the time? But are you trying to say they the hoes, they the joints? So like I said, it was a double entendre with it because again he associated unfortunately with both.
Yeah. And then did you see Joe say that he gets all his tea on Drake through his love of escorts?
I mean, Sin used to date Drake.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, Sin used to date Drake.
The girls be pillow talking. We have learned from
Melissa
Chris Brown.
Ford used to allegedly date Drake.
Oh wow.
So I mean, yeah, he has a lot of insight. They literally have the similar type of women.
Yeah, they do. Well, all these niggas have a similar type of women for real. Like, it's a couple of niggas in the industry that date women who don't pass the brown paper bag test. Other than that, they all dating the same bitches. We know this for a fact. Like, but I was gonna say that we learned from Chris and Offset Quavo's beef that the rappers be getting tea with each other from pillow talking with each other's women.
Oh, we already
like
knew that.
and each other's hoes and stuff like that. Like, y'all niggas is messy.
I mean, it's part of the competition of the game. Like, and the women, y'all use it as a way to get on the good graces of the guy. Because if you saying all this stuff that he's saying, you filling up his ego, it's just all a tool of manipulation. Mm-hmm. That's all it is. They just get manipulated by the women. They're placating their egos. It's all, like I said, these guys, to be as quote unquote talented as they are, they get hoodwinked by the lowest IQ women on the daily. Like, these women just got to think for 5 seconds longer than them, and then they're going to get over on them because they just think so less of them.
Yeah, usually when people don't expect anything of you, you can get away with a lot. So,
yeah. And then, like I said, it's just...
who's really stupid in the situation, for real?
So, do we have any more lyrics that we need to touch on?
He ended it by saying, "We don't want to hear you say nigga no more," which was the same, like, same melody as Kanye's "Get 'Em High" when he was like, "We don't want to hear that weak shit no more." Same shit. Do you think, because he said that when he said that it's not just the way that he feels, this is the way the culture feels. How did you feel about that?
I mean,
because Suge Knight was like, yeah. What?
I think that it's clear that he spoke to a common group of people who, I'm gonna keep it real. Niggas envy Drake. I'm sorry. Drake lives the life that we all wish we could have. Access to all the people that we wish we could have. So yeah, he speaks to people in a way that, yes, it's common, that this common language. It is. I'm sorry. Like, it's easy to speak hater to other people.
You think it's just like plain jealousy?
I think yeah. Not from him, actually, not him. I think that the angle that he's taking knows that people have a jealousness to Drake. Like, they envy his lifestyle. Like, you get upset at the only 36-year-old nigga who can continue to do the things that he do without getting the criticism that he gets, and everybody else gets it. That hurts your ego. That makes you upset. It's like, why do I have to? Like, I think about this a lot when I hear older people who are in Drake's circle criticize him, and they're like, they got families and stuff, and it's like, What I hear, you're like, damn, why do I have to settle down with my family and be out here? Why couldn't I be the rapper that's still going up and going strong in the club with no family attachments and things of that
There's
nature?
so many of those, though.
I hear that through the hate all the time with Drake. Like, that's exactly what I hear. Y'all want to do this. Y'all wish y'all could execute this in the manner that he does.
Regular people
and his peers.
I think it's kind of delusional for you as a regular person to be jealous of Drake. Like, you're not even nowhere near his atmosphere.
That doesn't stop people from being envious of you. When they see you at the top, when you're on every commercial, all this other stuff like that, when you're just the biggest whatever you are, people don't like that. Just like LeBron James. People criticize and shit on LeBron James all day.
100%. I'm a sane person, so I couldn't, like, initially wrap my head around being jealous of somebody who you do not know at all and isn't affecting your life whatsoever.
So you never seen like the girl with the wagon and she was getting all the guy attention or the attention of the guy that you liked and then didn't make
no, you know that girl and that's affecting your life. She's getting the attention from the guy that you like. I'm just saying a celebrity, someone who you do not know, like being jealous of Beyonce is crazy, bitch. You work at Waffle House.
Okay, I can do another example of this. So there's been women who dealt with me because I look like their favorite rapper. So the fact that I look like their favorite rapper may have took their attention away from another man and put it on me. So I can see somebody saying now I have an animosity to this famous rapper because the chick that I mess with left me for a dude that, like, there's stuff like that can happen. There's reasons why you can have.
Yeah, I just think it's all stupid reasoning.
But you hate Drake, so you have a hate for Drake.
No, I just think having jealousy towards a celebrity is delusional as hell. I don't like Drake's music that much. I don't enjoy it. And I think he's corny.
That's all hate.
He does pop out and do a thing that I enjoy once in a while. I need to max win. I like that a lot. I did. But generally, that nigga kind of makes me cringe.
That's hate. Shout out to the tweeter and the leaders out there. That's all I got to say on that. All y'all. Drizzy's coming. Like, so this is what I'm excited for. Because there was no jugulars thrown. Nobody went for the okie doke for this Kendrick shit. That Drake can respond and it's going to be better than anything Metro could ever cook up. Like the beat is going to be going crazy. He gonna be singing on the hook. He might even croon on the bridge a little bit on Kendrick. Like what's coming is coming, and we got information. Like I can talk about a little information I found, just a little deep digging.
Go ahead.
It's called It was reported by the Buzz Cindy, and they were saying
real reputable.
Hey, I'm just reporting
journalism here.
Just reporting what I'm seeing and reading what I'm going off of these articles. And they brought up your boy Kendrick Lamar. Allegedly, they were speaking with a security guard, and they said that he was involved in an assault with a woman that left in what they quoted as a bloody mess. So, somebody said, I be with the bodyguards like Whitney. They got a guard here saying that Kendrick assaulted a woman, and some people have reported that potentially it may be his non-Negro wife. So maybe that's what Drake was referring to.
Non-Negro, like, is crazy. But that is also another thing that Drake can say. Because you're not married to a black woman, sir.
I just think that that's what's going to come out of this. I think that's what he was referencing to. Not that she was cheating on you with the security guard. That the security guard knows information that would be damning to your likeness. And that was reported out there. So I think that's what he meant about the whole fake story. Because let's peep this. He tried to say that Drake came up with stuff because of Mr. Morale, but he was also implying that those stories were fake. So then how do we believe anything you're saying on this album? Like I said, there's so much hypocrisy going on in this.
The stories on Mr. Morale were fake?
That's what he was saying, implying.
I mean, art is art. You can just make up stuff.
Yeah,
like,
but then you can't say
like
that you're real in the
he
music.
Was trying to.
You can't say you're real in the music if you're making up stories.
No, it's not your real story. It's not your story, but it is a story that needs to be told. People do that all the time.
Yeah, but
they weave together stories and narratives that they want to tell on albums.
I need to see the interview of him talking about this album, saying that it was all make-believe stories then. Because if I don't see it, you out here doing the hip-hop shit, that's supposed to be your story. You ain't Plies, nigga. Plies was telling his brother's story.
All right.
Is there anything else we need to get to? It was on 40 minutes on this.
No, I don't think there's anything else we need to get to as far as Kendrick and Drake. But I think round 1 goes to Kendrick, and then we'll see what happens in round 2.
What are your rounds consist of then?
Like that. Drake shit, the push-ups, and then this.
That's not a round. You know how rounds work?
Listen.
Literally,
I've been seeing Joe Budden said round 1 goes to Kendrick. So I was just going off of if everyone else is saying that this is round 1.
He's not going to give his Eskimo brother any props. So we can take Joe's opinion out of this, okay? The round is push-ups versus Euphoria. That is the round.
Okay, so round 1 goes to Kendrick.
I'm going to stay with Drake. I think Drake still came with the heater because he tagged on the tailor-made shit on the side. And the fact that he was taunting him and he had to, cry and get Tupac's family to go. Well, not Tupac's family, Tupac's estate. Because there's a white man that owns Tupac's estate. Look it up.
Why does a white man own Tupac's estate?
Because when his mom passed away, that's who she gave it to.
Why?
He didn't have kids. It wasn't like Tupac had little Tupacs around.
Oh, Lord.
Little Pockies. But, so no. Like I said, I'm still going with Drake. The reason I'm going with Drake is because I'm tired of everybody saying I'm sending warning shots. Send a real shot.
You didn't think that Kendrick was sending real shots in
He was
this?
sending warning shots. He even said it on there. I'm keeping it friendly.
But then he literally said that he wasn't bleeding him, and then he flipped it and then said a bunch of shit after that.
Yeah, but the bleeding
which were direct shots.
They were direct shots, but they were not big time. Again, we've already created the precedent. Pusha T is the precedent of a big shot. You are hiding a child was anything in here like that. Nothing in here was you are hiding a child.
You wanted to
That's the bar.
If your standard is salaciousness, then yeah, but my standard is just bars and rap shit and flow and metaphors and
That's
double entendres.
But these two are the best guys at that. So all that shit nullifies itself. It has to go through the salaciousness because these guys are two of the top at their craft. There's no point of saying who did X, Y, because we know they can do both great. You have to bring them.
Drake is not a top lyricist.
This has to. You sick as fuck. What are
Drake
you talking about?
Drake is not a top lyricist.
You don't even listen enough Drake to say that.
Because he's not a top lyricist. The Drake I listen to is basic as fuck.
Because you listen to the pop. Because you don't listen to the B-sides. Are you listening to the 8 a.m.s and the timestamp
records? No, I'm
records?
definitely not listening to that shit.
So then you're not listening to Drake really rap. That's where Drake really raps.
The shit I hear in the first place is watered down fucking nonsense. So
okay, you see,
and then there's once in a while I come across a song. Once in a blue moon, like every 5 years, Drake drops a song that I like.
Okay, like I said, that's what you're hearing is the for everyone shit, the mid. But there is good gas once you go inside the store and you actually look at what he's putting out there. The timestamp records have all been epic, except the one he let his son rap on.
Kendrick don't have for everyone mid. He just have carefully curated.
Because he doesn't push himself to be the kind of artist that produces on a regular basis.
He doesn't have to because once he drops, it stays on the Hot 100 forever.
Okay, cool. Because you're pulling on the heartstrings of oppression. That's cute.
He's not pulling on the heartstrings of oppression.
Yes, he is.
Because we gonna be all right is not pulling on the heartstrings of oppression.
Yes, it is. That's literally what his whole charade is pulling on that. It's being the advocate. That's what it is, right?
Go ahead.
That's what I'm saying. That's the word I'm trying to figure out to make sure I'm saying.
I don't know what point you're trying to.
He's trying to be the activist that doesn't fix anything. That's who he's trying to be. The activist that doesn't fix anything.
I don't think Kendrick's trying to be an activist.
Yes, oh my goodness. He's trying to be a pseudo activist.
He's telling the story that he went through.
Yes, and like I said, he is wearing the costume of a fake Huey Newton. Like that's literally what his whole appeal is.
I don't think so because he's not going out and trying to like actually change anything. He's dropping albums that are culturally.
Actually, he has been seen at events and things like that. But for that to be the statement that you utter shows you how much of a farce it is and a hypocrite he is.
He doesn't have to do that. You can just be an artist who is educated.
Is that what No Name said?
You literally.
Is that what No Name said?
I don't know what No Name said. What did No Name say?
She said to J. Cole that y'all speak this kind of pseudo language of it, but y'all aren't actually doing the information and doing the work out there. She was very critical of that. She even said him by name. I think she even hinted at Kendrick in that too.
She probably did. Like, but I don't think he needs to be in the streets. I think the job that he's doing is significant enough.
I disagree.
Making people have conversations.
I disagree. Like I said, I feel like just as Drake pulls on hedonism and things of that nature in his music, he does the same thing with racial oppression, things like that. So he takes, they both pull on that.
And then not every album is like that either.
Like I said, there's Damn wasn't like that, but for the most part, that's his
each album is like a different part of his life.
Yeah, again, I'm not saying that. Where you keep trying to make it so microscopic. When I'm saying the overarching theme that he presents is that he is that this person.
Yeah, I disagree with you.
That's not. It's very much so in the details of it, if you look at it.
Because he had one album that was very heavy on like that content matter, but that was it.
And he still rolled with that identity though.
The first one was more about hood shit, and then he had the super conscious album, and then he had like the Black Men Go to Therapy family album. Like it was all three different,
and I don't see how you don't
three different parts of Black manhood.
I don't see how you don't all see how that slides into each other. Like I think you're willfully not looking at it, but all of that like whole conversation.
I don't think all of it falls into oppression.
Yes, it does. Literally, Black mental health. When you just said going to get therapy, that's a big problem because that's been taken away from us. What was the second one you said? With Damn? You said it was the mental health father. What was the other one?
The first it was more like his like
you said the gangster
his
shit.
young hood antics.
That's all oppression right there.
Like
he's not talking about it
him getting herpes or not herpes and like
oh shit
fucking this girl and this and that. Like that was the first album. That was like young hood stuff. Like him working at like Burger King and quitting his job and this and that. Like that was that album.
Yeah. If I have to explain it more, I don't see how you don't see it, but you just willfully don't want to see.
I think you're watering it down. Just
I'm
because
generalizing it. I just literally said
it's not his body of work isn't about oppression. It's about Blackhood,
which is associated with oppression. Literally,
blackness. You associate with oppression.
You have to in this country. Black Americans. We're not from overseas. We don't have the C nigga treatment. We literally was in the oppression the whole time. All right, so we can switch it up a little bit, but we're gonna stay on the colorism section of hip hop because it's spreading everywhere. Everybody is getting infected by this. We're gonna go to the female ranger. So Ice Spice, I don't know if you heard, has been accused of cheating on boyfriend with Little TJ, also being a colorist and fat phobic. So if y'all not familiar with singer Baby Storm, she took to X recently on a series of posts and attempts to expose the Bronx rapper. And again, this is all according to Hip Hop DX. Along with pictures, screenshots, she pledged to expose the 24-year-old for being a fake friend and a bad person. Did you see any of these tweets on the timeline?
I did. Baby Storm is having a psychotic break, and she has been for a very long time.
I don't think that's fair. I don't think that is fair at all.
She's been going on a rampage. You know, she tweeted that Rico Nasty stole her identity.
We don't know that.
Rico Nasty.
We don't know that. We don't. I feel like this girl is on to something.
She's had the same style for the entire time she's been out.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I feel like this girl is on to something. I think she's aware of something that we don't know, and she's exposing it. She's getting on that other side of hip hop. I like to see that the young girls out here stepping up. Did you read any of the text messages? She was trying to expose people what's going on in Palestine, and Ice Spice is like, why would you do that for someone who would never do it for you? Selfish red bitch. Selfish.
That is selfish.
Just you over here in a great privileged place, and you just mad at somebody for putting awareness on something. And then we got accusations of colorism and fat phobic.
Well, Baby Storm isn't the first person who has accused Ice Spice of being colorist, because Cleo Trappa also, I think, did. That was like her quote unquote best friend, and she said that she was just using her to just look like she was blacker.
She even said that that Ice Spice doesn't have any black in her, like no black family parent or anything like that. She was going in, she was exposing shit. Like, if we being honest, both these girls look like they both the victim of it, but they're from the bimboification of hip hop. Like, this is
Baby Storm?
Baby Storm giving off that a little bit too. She's a little bit more aware.
She's definitely like the alternative.
She's a little bit more
vibes.
aware, but her aesthetic is very lean to the bimbocation of hip hop.
Have you seen Baby Storm?
Yeah, I've looked at pictures of her. I seen her with her little Mexican boyfriend or husband.
Okay.
I looked at the picture. That is a different brand of bimboism. Like, to me, I could be wrong.
Okay.
You know, but I most definitely Ice Spice, Lotto. That is definitely the bimbofication of hip hop. Like, I expect them to be girls who were like, I don't care about that. I'm just trying to look good. I'm just in the booth, like that's what I see when I hear that.
Mm-hmm.
And I just feel like maybe Baby Storm is just trying to break away from the bimbofication.
Why would Ice Spice have anything worth saying about Palestine in the first place?
I mean, you don't have to be worth saying, but you don't have to criticize somebody else for saying something that may be worth saying.
What was she trying to do? Who was she trying to expose?
She wasn't exposing anybody. She was just saying, like, she thought that it was weird that that Baby Storm was going to speak for people who would not do the same thing for her.
Mm-hmm.
So she was just basically being a selfish little red bitch. That's what I just said. What she was being.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm not mad. I hope Baby Storm, whatever she's trying to succeed with this, I hope it works. Because we need to see some more brown sisters taking these light girls down.
Yeah, she said a lot about a bunch of different people, and it's just been for like days at a time, and it's a lot.
No, yeah, the messages was super long. It was a lot to get through.
Mm-hmm.
She was just saying that there was just a lot of BS. So I'm excited to see if she can turn this into something. Does she have good music? Have you ever heard any of her music?
No.
She got a Diss Ice Spice on the next track record. We Melt Nice.
I'm not a Baby Storm fan. Speaking of colorism, while we're on colorism, let's stay here. Danny Lay, I think that's how you say her name. The baby's baby mama. She made a video talking about how she doesn't understand why her music isn't successful anymore, and there's
Was
no
it
like.
ever?
Listen, I guess it was making its way up. She had like that one song, I forget, but I know she had one song that was like popular, like during the pandemic.
Like,
but
was it like popular? Like
it was like TikTok popular.
Like the labels are pushing it popular, or people were playing it popular.
Both. It was like on TikTok and stuff, and
that's not enough for me. But continue.
And she had the little music video and whatnot, and then dropped her album after that. But yeah, she said that and it didn't seem like the label was trying to market her at all anymore, and she doesn't know why. And I was like, when's the last time we seen Danny Lay, right? The last time we seen her was a DUI, and celebrities get DUIs, but her DUI, she was so drunk that she didn't realize that the person was still attached to her car with the scooter, and she dragged him for a little bit. I don't think he died, but like, girl, come on. And then the time before that, I know everyone remembers she put out that song talking about yellow bone is what he want. Girl, your whole fan base was probably black women. And then you made a song taunting this man's baby mom, talking about, oh, he want me instead of you when I'm light skinned because I'm light skinned. Like,
see, you be missing all of like the best parts to really shit on somebody with. So you forgot about the whole live that the baby did that basically made her like the biggest psychopath in the world.
Bro, the women didn't care about that part that much. I forgot about that completely, but she looked absolutely insane. She looked like a domestic abuser. Like, the baby already was not in good social standing with just his fans and people in general.
Well, this was before that gay shit that he said.
No, we just was not liking this nigga.
I think you were just on that hater track. But that's you generally on the hater shit.
I liked him for a while, and then he, I think it was until he punched the bitch in the face in the crowd.
This is when y'all.
I don't even remember.
Y'all
when
didn't
I stopped
stop liking him too, because when he said something about Meg, that's when you did, like everybody else. When he said the thing about him fucking Meg and all that shit, that's when you stopped liking him. Like
was that after Danny Lay?
Yeah. That Megan shit, that was way after he had his
Okay,
experience.
I
with Danny
didn't
Lay.
like him before the Danny Lay shit. Okay, so damn, I forgot what I was gonna say. But
And then you also
you
forget he wasn't even publicly claiming her for her entire pregnancy. She
He-
never did anything that was worth giving a W for.
she was literally. That's such a huge L. This man was not claiming you. You was pregnant. You was going back and forth with his baby mom on the Shade Room, mad crazy stuff. And then he wasn't claiming you the whole time. And then you make a song taunting his baby mother, talking about yellow bone is what he want.
Well,
and then after that,
she made the song. Then he did all that. That's what made it worse.
and then after that, y'all on live fucking tussling.
Danny Lay's an idiot. Let's just put it out there. She's an idiot girl who got more attention than she probably deserved because of her skin complexion.
And then apparently the woman is Cuban.
She white, spicy white.
Like,
It's cool.
You're not a yellow bone, technically.
A false claiming.
Yellow bone is a light-skinned, thick black woman. Is that not what a yellow bone is?
I don't think
correct
that
me if.
thick was never a requirement.
Okay, is red bone the thick?
Bread, it's never none of that has to do with a requirement. It's all about skin complexion.
Okay, whatever. You're not a yellow bone because you're not black. Like, that's a light-skinned black woman.
I mean, she's clearly false claiming if she's pure Cuban, but that doesn't mean she doesn't have any Afro in her because she's Cuban.
Well, yeah, you could still have Afro in you, but that's, girl, you not a yellow bone.
I just think that the main talking points is just the fact that she's taken L's in every part of her life that she's done publicly. That's just
The
main
song
thing.
wasn't good. The relationship wasn't good. You got arrested. The criminal record isn't good. Just everything is a mess.
That's where you shit on someone out like that. You don't got to shit on anywhere else but in those kind of L's. That's why she doesn't have any success musically. It's because you've shown yourself to be no one nobody wants to follow. Nobody wants to be you.
You looked crazy in those lives.
We got to stay more in the hip hop. Suki has some shit to say about JT.
So JT dropped Okay, and I've been waiting for the song for a very long time. I'm pretty and a motherfucker, hoes be looking okay. And in the song, there's a bar. She said fake ass veneers cracked her tooth on a crab leg, stay talking shit, put a muzzle on this bitch, something like that, right? Not the exact lyrics, but it's around there. So all of the girls were saying that this bar could either be about Suki or Cardi B, because how crazy is it that there are two people that this bar could be about? Like, two people that we definitely know had veneers and broke their tooth on a crab leg.
Well, let's hear out Suki.
So I just want to clear this up real quick, because I was locked up when the song came out. I come home, I look at my phone, everybody keep tagging me. They keep tagging me. And they tagging Cardi too. They said JT was trying to diss me in the song, or Cardi B. So she said in the song, a bitch broke her cheap ass veneers on some crab legs, and she always be talking shit. I did. Now, we all know I done broke my teeth on some crab legs. I love crab legs. Shit, that's normal shit. I ain't have to post it. I post it because I'm a real bitch and I live in my truth. But I don't talk shit about bitches. I always show love. Never hate on a bitch. Never call a bitch name. Always show love. And I was at JT birthday party. It was hugs and giggles. So I don't feel like she talking about me. And I don't take her as the girl that just start trouble with random people when she dropping a song. So they say there's trouble in paradise for her and Cardi. Y'all bitches trying to hype me up to roast the bitch. I ain't going. I'm miss ain't going. You feel me? Like, JT, just clear it up, because I know you see the people keep tagging me and Cardi. They're only tagging me and her. Can you let us know who you talking about? Because I know Cardi broke her tooth on a bagel, but I just don't feel like me.
Oh, yeah, it was
a
a bagel.
No shade. So then let me know. But
So you did it on a crab leg, actually, and you think it could be Cardi?
Well, everyone was saying it might have been Cardi, because she literally, like, maybe a month ago posted that video of her veneer being broken, but it was a bagel.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She literally said a crab leg in the song,
Mm-hmm.
and you broke yours on a crab leg.
Maybe it was someone that maybe it was neither of them.
I like JT shooting at all y'all. She need to shoot at all y'all bitches. Let's just be honest. I'm a fan of this. I want her to go at everyone. I think when we did the last breakdown, we talked about her in the Young Miami bars. Those were hard. If she going at Sukiana, I feel like there's bigger competition you can go after. But hey,
yeah, I feel like
go at the small fries too.
there's no reason for her to go at Sukihana. Just like Suki said in the video, she's like, we don't even have beef. Like, I was just at your birthday party.
No, I want the any bitch can get it mood. I want that JT. I want shooting strays at all y'all. She's pissed off what Gorilla did. Gorilla made a whole hit song about slapping her, and she's pissed off. She's going to all of these rap bitches' heads. I respect it.
We'll see what JT says. She dropped the video, and I don't think she's addressed this and cleared up who it's about or anything like that at all yet.
So, did you see the coke bender Nicki did about JT?
No, I didn't. So,
hold on.
Drag down this girl, JT, so that she would never know how loved she is in real life. So that she would believe that this is how the world actually views her, so that she would be discouraged. So that she would be discouraged from going out there and rising to the challenge.
That's cocaine, ladies
it's
and gentlemen.
giving hoe the things that you lied about.
If people have to do all of that, they see your potential.
Mm-hmm.
So let me say, I'm just so happy that the real is reeling right now.
Can y'all get her off of that slave tour? She over here not making no profit off this tour. It's going all straight to her debts.
She breaking even.
She ain't even breaking even. She in the negative after this still. And she over there doing lines every night, allegedly. And she getting on here
Where
and
is
talking
this alleged
crazy.
from?
What do you mean? Did you hear her voice? That don't sound like
Okay,
you
so
want.
you just I thought
I just
this
said
was
alleged.
like
I'm assuming.
okay. I thought it was alleged from somewhere else, but
No,
go ahead.
I would have said reported.
It's not a bad allege.
I'm just saying that is cocaine behavior. She's not even talking about anything. That's Madam Cocaine behavior. For real.
She said that they thought that JT couldn't rise.
Like she fucking Maya Angelou. Like, what are we talking about here?
Oh my God.
I need JT to go at her. I need JT to have all the smoke. I love to see these brown women going at all of these women now.
JT is not gonna go at at Nicki because JT needs the barbs right now. Like, she is not at a place where she can go at Nicki yet. Let her drop this project.
Nicki didn't pick her.
Maybe one more.
Remember Nicki had all them girls on stage a month ago?
Mm-hmm.
JT wasn't there, was she?
She was.
She was?
Yeah. She was like taking pictures with all the rest of the girls. She was like, this is a great moment, blah blah blah. She opened up for her and everything. She was on her story. She was like super happy about it.
Okay.
Yeah. JT is one of Nicki's girls.
That's what I was thinking. That's why, to me, this sounded weird.
Well, she wasn't saying anything bad about JT.
But it was saying like, she's saying like, she holding herself back or some shit like that.
No, I feel like she was throwing shade at like Miami a little bit. Like, she was trying to, or like at whoever was trying to make JT feel like she wasn't the shit, but she actually is. That's what I got from that.
Okay.
It was just a coked out way of saying it, but
to me, I felt like sound like she was saying she was getting out of pocket a little bit. That's what I was gathering.
oh,
from
maybe I wasn't. Maybe I didn't hear it correctly.
I mean, you speak the woman talk better than I would. So I mean, it just sounded like to me she was like saying that she was maybe potentially getting out of pocket. But I could be wrong. I could be wrong at that. I do want to see more. I hope we can get more music, just solo JT, because OK Song wasn't bad. That was it girl shit to me.
Sideways, okay, and the other song that she dropped in her rollout. JT has been doing a very, very good job. Like, I can't wait till this whole project come out.
All right, we got one more rap girly to talk about.
No bars, that's the other one. No bars, sideways, okay, period. Bitch, you did that.
All right, we got one more rap girly to talk about. So you heard about what happened with Stunner Girl?
Oh yeah, I saw that video. Yep, and I was like, that's how I want my husband to behave.
So I'm trying to see. Maybe we didn't see the same video.
No, but
the assailant stood on business. If I'm gonna slap an ass and defend myself like that, I feel like I can slap any. I feel him. I understand why he feel like he could slap anybody ass that he want, because he stood on toes with two niggas.
Yeah. So the bodyguard fucking choke slammed him to the ground.
Yeah, they
like
had to
twice.
grab up on him after he dropped them niggas twice. He dropped both of her husband and the security guard once, both of them a piece. For them to be two niggas
What?
jumping at him. All I'm saying is this.
He be
If
having
I'm a
his own
slap a
reality.
ass, if I'm a slap a ass and stand on business like he did, you kind of got to get a nigga hit. Like he kind of owned that. He won.
Stunner Girl's husband wasn't really doing much.
He got his ass whooped.
But when the bodyguard came, because the bodyguard came from behind.
He had to get help.
So the bodyguard came from behind, choked him, and slammed him on the floor immediately. And then the husband was like fumbling around, like whatever.
So that's
it
why
was the bodyguard that was really doing.
So that's why I wanted to
most
know
of
what
the
you
work.
said there. Why would you want your husband to move like him when he was getting folded up?
Well, no, don't get folded up. I want you to immediately go handle.
Not if you gonna get
business
folded
better.
up like that.
Okay. Don't get folded, but react in a timely fashion the way he did.
No, his little ass should have went and called security. He shouldn't even went over there. Because clearly, once you go over there, if the nigga hits your girl in any capacity and you go to address him and lose, you might as well just not go back home. You risking all
Especially
sorts
with
of
a bitch like
lifestyle.
Stunner. Like she been on camera on Zeus whooping bitches' asses over and over again. And then she like a blood bitch. Like
Just saying. The nigga said he
she
GD.
like one of them hood bitches.
The nigga who did it said he GD. So I'm just saying, like,
And then he said he was gonna sue.
I don't know who was gonna do what.
And then she also said she was gonna sue for
I
like
didn't hear that.
sexual assault.
No, I heard she said she wasn't gonna snitch. She said she wasn't snitching. That was the main thing. She wanted her man to take care of everything like that. And then he almost got folded up like a lawn chair out there.
He did.
I'm just saying, if you
That was embarrassing.
if
Thank
you
God that
respond-
bodyguard was there.
if you respond like that and it's two niggas coming at you, you kind of deserve to smack the ass. I'm just gonna say that. He won.
What do you mean he deserved to smack that ass? Because that is another person's body. And she didn't want him to smack her ass.
You're right. And if you are willing, if you can beat up two niggas after doing it, that's like caveman shit. You won, nigga. You do what you
But
want.
we're
'cause
not
you
in caveman
survival of
times.
the fittest. Survival of the fittest.
We have cognitive functions.
Yeah. Clearly, she ain't using them because she just said, I'm not going to snitch. So we over here not in that kind of operation. So if you in an I'm not snitching operation, that means you're not calling the
Obviously,
authorities.
she's
Meaning
been-
the nigga who fucking wins.
Obviously, she's been raised in that type of mentality where she's talking about she's
So
not
that's the
snitching.
rules we're going about.
I think that in general is stupid as fuck. But I think it's also stupid as fuck for you to say that he like deserved to smack her ass
I
because
didn't say that.
the
I
men
said-
around her weren't able to protect her well enough. That's crazy.
That's a part of it. If the niggas ain't around, you can't protect you.
Yeah, I think that's really crazy that you said that just
It's
now.
wild. Hey, it's wild things that happen afterwards. I can't get mad at that.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I'm not saying go out there and do
Because
it.
if a nigga touch me inappropriately and then he whoops your ass, does that mean that he like now? Well, I can't do nothing. He deserved to smack your ass. He got that.
He won.
He won that.
He did.
Yeah, that's
What I'm supposed to do if he beat my ass? You just said he folded me up. What do you want to happen after that?
that don't mean that what he did was warranted.
I mean, he won. That's what I say. I didn't say anything else, but he won. That's why you just go call security, big dog. Don't even embarrass yourself like that. If they supposed to jump you, security's supposed to come with two. Why you think the police officer usually got a partner? Because niggas can't really handle the one-on-ones. And the niggas that do crazy shit like slap a person's on stage ass, probably also the nigga that can take them one-on-one. Just saying. Most niggas ain't wilding like that unless they can defend themselves.
This is why all the women been saying they take the bear.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you.
Let's continue. What else?
Did you see that story about the dude who? So there was a story that was going on timeline, probably like last week, and it was about a girl and this dude where she found out her baby daddy was gay, basically, and he was fooling around with one of his partners.
Oh, I didn't see that.
You didn't see that at all?
At all, no.
Oh my goodness!
Well, I feel like we've established we have very different algorithms.
But this is gay shit. This should be all over your timeline. Gay relationship shit. This is girl timeline shit.
Mm-hmm.
So she go and she has this long message where they talk about it. He says like the dude like was standing over him one night. He didn't know what was going on. Next thing that happened, like nigga was sucking on his dick while he was asleep, some shit. like really wild boy shit, and then he liked it, and then he was just cool with it. They just kept doing it, and she found out about it because she like went through his text messages or something. So now they done broke up. These niggas is dressed up in matching Nike tech suits, going on trips, catching flights and feelings.
They found love in a hopeless place.
This is her baby daddy.
Sometimes that happens. Listen, I watch Chasing Reality on Houston. Chasing Reality Houston, there's 3 men on that show. It's a gay reality show. There's 3 men who have children on that show. It happens a lot, bro. We need to this is going to keep happening if there's such a like huge stigma around homosexuality in the black community.
This has nothing to do about the stigma for homosexuality. You are a liar. You are a liar and a cheater.
This man
that's
probably
all it
knew
is.
he was gay the whole. He is lying.
That's all. But see, that's the thing. You're focusing.
He was gay.
You're focusing on the gayness. The wrong part is he's lying and being a cheater.
Well,
That's
yeah,
who gives a fuck of who he's doing it with?
Well, I thought that was the part that made it go viral, because if it was a woman,
yeah, that's because people are homophobic. But I'm saying if we being critical of what's going on, it has zero to do with him being gay. 100% to do with him cheating.
The more interesting conversation is that, but him cheating is crazy also.
What do you elaborate what you mean by that? The more interesting, elaborate.
Because it's a DL nigga. Like, you didn't just wake up to a man over you one day sucking your dick. You didn't know that you were interested in men.
That's literally his story. That's literally was the nigga's story.
I feel like that's a lie.
Nigga said he was never looked at bro like that.
He
didn't
is
know
lying.
Bro. He said, I didn't know bro looked at me like that.
So both of them just never like.
He don't know what bro was on.
Okay.
That was just his man. You know what I'm saying? Just because that's your man, you don't know.
So his man's was never gay?
He didn't know.
I need more details.
That's here we go. You want me to read some of the messages now?
Yes, because if these were 2 men who presented as straight the entire time and like didn't know that each other had any type of like sexual feelings towards men, and then this one night they just both decided to be gay together, like, that's crazy.
That's how I remember the story when I read it.
That's insane. One of them, the dick sucker, had to have been gay in some capacity before.
Okay, I'm gonna read part of the first tweet. The first message that he sent her. Okay, so it was with G, but this is how it came about. I was never on the type of time, and I was at his house, on some normal homeboy type shit. Never looked at him no type way. It never even crossed my mind to do nothing with him. But this how it happened. I would sleep on the side of the room. It was, I don't know, GTS on the other side. Mm-hmm. And one night I woke up and he was hovering over me, and I ain't think too much of it. Thought he was looking for a lighter or something.
Fair.
I woke up to him hovering over me a couple nights before. I knew he was doing some whole time. He was touching me in my sleep, and it started there. And I never knew he was like that the whole time he was around. And crazy thing is, it turned me out because I found out he would do. I'm reading exactly how he wrote this. This nigga's
we know how to read. I promise you guys.
And the crazy thing is, he turned me out. What? Cause to find out he been doing gay shit since high school. He showed me people that he wouldn't even think to be on that, and that's why I came back out there. And he was like, I was jumping, telling you, don't touch me while I was asleep or whatever.
Okay, I got enough information.
So that's basically what happened.
I got enough. So
he got diddled in his sleep.
The dick sucker has been doing gay shit since high school. This isn't the first gay thing he's done. That's what I was trying to clear up. Because you can't just wake up in the middle of the night one night and decide you want to suck dick. Tonight is the night.
So I'm looking at their pictures from the baby, like with the baby. You could tell that nigga was sweet. His fade make it look like he was gay. That's a gay nigga fade right there. You see how it don't square up?
It don't fade.
It don't square up.
It's just boom boom. Like, it's not a fade.
It's just like the Rick Ross. Hey, the barber didn't blend you right there, my dude.
That shit is not, it's very drastic.
The barber didn't blend my nigga at all. And it's round too. When the hairline round and the sides is round, homosexual behavior. No straight
Yeah.
man is cutting your hair like that.
You like that round brown starfish.
And then look at his. And then he got his thumbs up. Like you can just tell, just in
He
his,
got
the way that his elbows bend.
not you posing at your baby shower like
Like you could,
sir.
like he just caught a Snorlax. Like
So this is the dick sucky.
that's the nigga who. That's the baby daddy who got turned out.
Okay. Yeah. How much do you believe in men getting turned out?
None.
Okay, so what I'm saying, you agree with. This is a man who has been suppressing his homosexual urges. That from what he's saying
Bro,
this
been
is
on
the
squirrel
first
time.
he's saying this is his first gay sexual experience. This is not his first gay sexual experience. He done had his dick sucked by another man before, allegedly.
That's a picture of them.
Oh my
going out.
God, y'all. We should put this up. These are two homosexuals. They are homosexuals. I'm sorry. And I don't want to stereotype, but let's stereotype a little bit. They are fruity.
They lines is the same, ain't they? The lineups.
Yeah.
That's what I tell you. You can tell gay niggas line up.
And they look good together as a couple. They look better together than they do with these girls that they in the pictures with.
Well, the girls
Like
got.
they're a very cute couple.
You can tell those girls ain't built right. So you could. They was beards. I'm waking it up.
You didn't have to say nothing. The girls didn't have to catch strays at all. I'm just saying they make a cute couple.
Granted, you know what I'm saying? Looked like one was fresh off the push out, but like I'm saying, they wasn't out nothing to bring home. The mama.
Oh my God. I just swiped to another screenshot. He said, "I'm so sorry from the bottom of my heart on my grandma I am." She said, "Did you nut?" He said, "Yeah."
Oh, that was.
What type of question is that?
That is okay. So that's the part I forgot to ask you about. I had responded to that, thinking like something like, "Who asked a person?" This had to be fake. That's why I thought it was fake, because I'm like, "Who asked a nigga, did you nut?"
This can't be fake because who asks a nigga, "Did you nut?"
That's a crazy question to ask a nigga.
He says, "Yeah." She says, facepalm emoji.
That's what I'm saying.
She says, "Off head or fucking?" ? He says, "Fucking." So he was doing the bending. Oh my God. This is crazy.
I can't believe you didn't see that.
No. Oh my God. She was 6 months pregnant when he was doing this?
Yeah, he was out there squirreling it up.
Oh my God, girl. Oh my. Is this in Atlanta?
That did feel like an Atlanta story.
It does. They dress like Atlanta niggas too.
So I guess we can just surmise from that is that Buddy was always gay.
Yeah. And that's why I was saying that this wouldn't happen if black men was just comfortable being gay. Just be gay. Just suck the dicks as soon as you want to suck the dicks, sir. Please, for the love of God, listen to me.
He looked like little Sammy.
If you wanna suck a little dick, you go ahead and you suck a little dick, all right? And you leave the women alone completely, unless you want both. Go ahead, do both. But if you just want dick, you leave the women alone, for the love of God. From all Atlanta women. Please, Lord.
Nah, I just thought that was a crazy story. I got some. I think I had something else that was going on here too.
Cause ain't no wrong with sucking no dick.
What?
I said, cause ain't nothing wrong with sucking a little dick. If that's what you want to do.
So hold on, there was another.
If you're a consenting adult.
Hold on, there's a few little things I want to get to on here. Hold on, so
just messy shit.
A little bit. So the NFL draft just happened recently.
Yeah.
And this is usually the annual time. Also, we in the summer where the women are women of color. They espouse their frustration with the choices that these men make in partners. Is that fair to say?
It's a bunch of white women.
So they get
a bunch of white women sitting next to these niggas on the couches and they draft videos.
And pretty much 9 out of 10 times it's usually are.
Like it's insane.
And this individual made a video where he talked about that. So I wanted you to hear this. So
all of my friends that are D1 athletes that are either in college or are in the league, they're dating white women or they're married to white women. And you know what they told me? They said, bro, my girl looks up to Taylor Swift. Your girl looks up to Meg Thee Stallion. How many white women have you seen do the Meg Thee Stallion challenge? And he said, excluding the ones that think they're 2 shades away from being Lotto. I said, probably only one. He said, okay. Y'all, 5 of my guys that play on Division I Power 5 football teams, and they start. They were like, Woody, you know the type of NIL deals we got. One of my men said, bro, I was messing with this black girl. She heard about the deal I got and started to request money, Apple Pays and Cash Apps, for her hair and nails. I said, oh shit. My other friends were saying, bro.
Oh my God, I don't even want to hear this anymore. This nigga hates black women.
This and that. She would get mad talking about, why are we going to steakhouses? You're good for it. I said, oh shit. They were like, bro, the white women, they're down to go and get a cup of coffee.
This is so
go and
fucking
get some
stupid.
fucking
This
ice
nigga
cream.
literally
My friends were like,
just
bro,
hates
the
black
white women
women.
we're dating, they pay for a lot of our stuff. I said, what do you mean? They said, bro, they know that we're making some money. But while we're at practice, or we're
He
at
said,
camp,
oh my
they got
God,
us
the
our
black
favorite
women are
combo,
making twerking
double
videos
chicken.
and they expect
Waiting
meals.
for them to come out of practice. I said, bro, what about maintenance? There's no way y'all
Unplug
paying
this
for
shit.
hair,
Turn this
nails,
shit the
bags,
fuck
for
off.
lifestyle.
It's stupid as
They
fuck.
don't even care about the nails, really. You know, and if
It's
they do it,
below
they do it
us.
themselves. Sometimes
It's
I,
way
I
too
pitch
much
in,
time
and I was like,
left.
what about hair? They're like, bro,
I'm gonna fucking talk over
she's
him this
special.
whole time.
We're flat irons. She wants to be special. One of my men said this. He just got drafted. He said, bro, I was dating a black girl. Now I'm dating a white girl. I'm about to marry her. He said the difference between the black girl and the white girl, the biggest difference is the white girl knows when to shut the fuck up. I said, God. All of
Bro,
my friends are
turn
D1
this shit
athletes.
the fuck off. Don't piss me off.
That piss you off. So
Like, it's literally there's no, this isn't even a conversation that we need to have, because this is just like fucking click rage bait bullshit. You're a black man sitting there talking about, oh, all black women make twerking videos, and you're literally boiling black women down to this little ball like we're all a monolith, and we all do the same fucking shit. Shut the fuck up. You sound stupid as shit. Like, this is not worth having a conversation about, because this nigga is a mouth breather. Like, period. I don't want to continue talking about this shit because it's not worth having this conversation. If he was having some type of like nuanced like opinion about like race and interracial relationships,
there's no nuanced opinion he could have.
But
that
he
you would,
literally was just saying black women be twerking and they want a steak dinner and they don't know how to shut the fuck. You shut the fuck up, nigga. What the fuck? Let's move on. Don't piss me off, literally.
So there's some more beef that we have to discuss. It's not in the hip hop community. It's in the nature content creator community. So do you remember
Brother Nature?
Brother Nature?
Yeah, I remember Brother Nature when he faked that attack or whatever.
No, he didn't get fake. He got his ass whooped for real.
Oh no, but the reason he got attacked was different. He lied about the reason he got attacked or some shit like that. Or was that a lie?
He tried to save face, yeah, but he got his ass whooped. It's all on video.
Oh yeah.
So there's
we knew that.
So there's another guy who's entered the fold, Crocodile Cam.
Oh yeah,
So-
I saw the video of him grabbing a snake.
He said, "Welcome to all my new followers and to those who have been here a while. I'm honored that you chose to follow along." Oh, this is somebody else started saying, "Oh, Brother Nature reincarnated into another fine, racially ambiguous animal man." That made Brother Nature upset. But Crocodile Cam said, "Not Brother Nature though. I'm better than that. I'm Crocodile Cam and I'm black." I like that he did that.
Let me see. Is he black? Okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's definitely black. That's just a light-skinned black man.
So Brother Nature comes into the fold
Yeah.
after already being folded up years ago.
and
says-
canceled.
Just because you play with bugs and buy snakes from the pet store doesn't make you an animal conservationist. And also, you have a GoFundMe in your account for camera equipment. Get a job, my boy. Crocodile Cam didn't take too nicely to that. He said, "You must not have seen it actually go in the field with the wild animals too. I educate people about them and why we need to conserve them. And I'm doing better than you with poor camera equipment. You got lucky some deer showed up at your crib. I actually worked for this. I love the smoke in the animal kingdom."
Yeah, I was saying seeing people saying that Crocodile Hunter, whatever.
His name is Crocodile Cam. Put some
Crocodile
fucking
Cam,
respect
okay.
on that Negro.
Crocodile Cam, they were saying that Crocodile Cam is actually in the field.
He putting
he
out
had-
work.
Yeah, and Brother Nature was just in his backyard. So there's
Brother
no
Nature was out
difference.
there on some bullshit with fucking deers and ticks, nigga. You wasn't really out here in these streets like Crocodile Cam, nigga.
You were buying groceries from the grocery store, carrots and shit, and feeding them to the same deer that was showing up in your backyard on a daily basis. And then when you got a bigger following, you would go to like animal conservation, like the rescues and shit. Like you weren't really.
What happened to those deers?
You wasn't out.
Wake it up. What happened to those fucking deers? You still fuck with them? I bet not. I bet you moved. And I bet you didn't move with them. You're not really for the animal. You didn't even conserve the home you was staying in, Brother Nature. Was it your home? Like, I have so many questions. Once that nigga got folded up, I didn't know what to believe.
But
I didn't know what to believe.
I remember that day on Twitter.
Crocodile Cam, I'm a fan.
Yeah, definitely. We're gonna follow you. You're like the nature guy now, and you're black. I like that he's black.
Unapologetically black. Unlike
I'm
Brother
black.
Nature, who looks a little bit like a spicy white. No?
I don't know what he is. He is
He's like-
racially ambiguous.
Yeah, he is racially ambiguous. It's hard. We'll figure out what you are, old Brother Nature. But you know what? You need to change it from Brother Nature to something maybe Hispanic.
Yeah.
What's brother in Hispanic?
Hombre nature.
What's brother in Spanish? Hombre is just man, I think.
Yeah. I don't know what brother is in.
We're gonna
in
figure
Spain.
it out.
I took French in
We're gonna figure it out.
in high school.
And then we're gonna
so-
change your name to that because you're no longer Brother Nature. You're no brother of mine. My brother doesn't get folded up like that. My brother folds niggas up.
Period.
One hitter quitter. I'm trying to see.
Hermano nature.
Okay, we got somebody else to get into, man. Do you remember Emmanuel Acho? We talked about him before. He did the conversations, the difficult, hard conversations with a black man. So he's dropping.
Doesn't ring a bell.
He's uncomfortable conversations with a black man. That's what it was called. And you said you thought it was a good idea. Remember, we talked about that. And then I told you how he's like a Nigerian dude, and he's very like not for the real progression of the culture.
Okay.
Like he's like one of those African guys who like doesn't have any experience with slavery, doesn't identify with the oppression, but then does a whole bunch of talking for African American people because of his appearance. Like what a lot of like the African niggas don't know, or the people who from other countries that appear black don't know, is when y'all espouse certain beliefs and certain things, y'all get pushed at like y'all are the black community. That's why especially a lot of people in like the FBA and the descendants of slavery, those people who are in those kind of groups, they kind of like are anti the whole Pan-Africanism thing because we don't share a similar history with this country. Like you came to this country for a second opportunity. We were forced to this country in boats. So like we don't have a same relationship. So when you go out there and speak,
depending on where you come from, because you might have been forced. Your ancestors might have been forced to the country that you came to America from.
but this
Unless
not his
you're
instinct.
from
He's
Africa.
from his purpose from Nigeria.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
And so no,
They're Caribbeans.
I mean, my whole thing was talking about the whole African thing, but no, he's doing this whole uncomfortable conversations with the Jew, and man, it's top tier tap dancing. He's in rare form. Like I didn't expect this from him so fast. I'm gonna give you a little excerpt of the interview that he did, but
I don't think you can not tap dance for the Jewish community.
this brother right here, ultimate tap dancer.
For that, because a lot of people from outside the Jewish community did not notice that.
So this is the
we
woman that
started
he's
working
doing
on
the
it
book with.
way before, and then obviously October 7th happened and October 8th, and it became
Changed
a lot more
everything.
urgent. Yeah.
You said anti-Semitism is not a straightforward brand of hate. It's both looking up and looking down.
Yeah.
What did you mean?
So what I mean by that is that anti-Semitism not as simple as racism. So when you're racist towards somebody else, you think that you're better than them and you think that they're lower than you.
Not as
Anti-Semitism
simple
is a
as
shape-shifting
crazy.
conspiracy theory. So every few generations, it changes into something different. And it can look like, oh, the Jews are the vermin of the earth, they're lower, they're scum, they're like terrible race, which is what the Nazis were saying. But it can also sound like the Jews are controlling the banks, they're controlling the media. The Jews have this conspiratorial power that's mythological power, really, that's also have been historically caused a lot of bloodshed.
Well, you said don't
Nazi
call it
said
power,
that
you
too.
said call it positions of power, and
Yeah.
Emmanuel, you objected to that.
Yeah, the beauty of the book, Nate, the beauty of the book, Gail, there's tension. There's
Yeah,
real
there
tension
is
there.
tension.
Because
Yeah.
I said, wait a second. When I was,
You can read it in the writing.
no
Yes.
doubt about it.
Yeah.
When I was drafted to the Cleveland Browns, I said, Noah, the owner was a Jewish man. When I was traded to the Philadelphia Eagles, the owner was a Jewish man. When I left the NFL, my agent was a Jewish woman. I left that agent. My other agent was a Jewish man. Jewish people have held the title of owner, agent, general manager in my life. I said,
Positions of
so-
power in
Yeah.
life
Positions
thus
of
far.
power. But Noah brilliantly educated me, and to say that usually and historically, when you say that Jewish people are in power, that means we need to do whatever it takes to get them out of power, i.e. the Holocaust. And so the tension in
I
this
feel like
book,
that's an extreme.
Yeah, we're not. That's not what people are saying at all.
I think that's an extreme. Like that's the problem, and we don't have to stay too much long in this because I know our sponsors don't really want us talking about this kind of conversation. But I just don't feel like it has to go to that extreme where we're questioning people in power and the fact that they're doing some type of nepotism or keeping it very close to the culture that they're from and exposing that. Like
Questioning people in power is always necessary, and I think it's healthy.
Yeah, she goes on to say like, oh, it's okay to say why are Jewish people so overrepresented in these things, but when you're trying to say that they're taking control, you're creating this. It's like, bro, you're just trying to blur the line so that you can just make it anti-Semitism when it fits your narrative.
I don't think I have ever seen the conversation of like Jewish ownership turn into we need to get them to own less things by way of murdering them. Like what?
I mean, that's definitely some 1940s type shit like that.
What the fuck?
That was a conversation back in the 1940s. Now, Jewish people are so indistinguishable from white people. Nobody's really having that conversation unless you're painfully Jewish. Like, I mean, like you go outside with your 6-point star, your hair curly, and your yarmulke. Like,
Unless you're in Brooklyn.
yeah, like unless you, unless you're giving it up like that.
Unless you're in Brooklyn, the Jewish people be Jewishing it up.
This is what I forgot
hard.
to say. This is what I forgot to say about Drake and Kendrick. This is the what is the Azahnaki Jew versus the Hebrew Israelite.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Did
Did you see that clip where Drake was like, I just grew up in mostly Jewish areas and I went to synagogues and
He was talking to Rosenberg.
yeah, and he was like, and we don't see race and we don't see color, and I was like, oh my God, that's a white man.
That's hate. That's hate.
Come on,
All right, that's hate. That is.
that
You
is
can't
the
be-
rhetoric, babe.
That's hate.
I don't see color. I don't see race.
Okay, sorry. His dad abandoned him in Canada. He didn't get to live the black experience for real.
That's still.
That's
nigga,
not that.
You sound like Logic.
I mean, they got a similar experience.
They do. We
They
need
dad-
to,
they
we need to
dad
put
dipped.
Drake and Logic in the same basket more often.
They dads dipped out for music careers. That's what it is, man. Sometimes you're just trying to be great.
That were not that successful. Yo,
Drake's
Drake's
daddy was alright.
Drake's dad is a whole different topic.
Drake dad though, don't do that. Drake dad did some
Drake's
numbers.
dad is crazy.
He
Like
had some shit spinning.
all
out
of
here.
the stories that I've heard about Drake's dad, none of them have been good.
I mean, it's not gonna be. He's not gonna win Father of the fucking Year.
No.
Yeah, nigga.
You created Drake.
okay? He doesn't mean he did the best job.
Like, you did not do a great job at all.
For one thing, he's not Canadian, so he couldn't live in the country. They don't have the same kind of marriage laws that we got up here. Like it was difficult. It is a challenge when things like that happen, and now you have distance in between. I'm not gonna sit here and just shit on him because he didn't have enough money to fucking. Well, cool. I'm not gonna shit on him because he didn't have enough
You
money
was
to
out
go
here
back
nutting
and
in
forth.
white women with no chance of taking care of the child if it possibly became so.
You don't know that. You don't know there was no chance. He didn't live in the country.
Okay, so you was nutting in white women.
Drake went to Memphis.
Didn't live in that.
Drake went to Memphis. He said it. He visited.
Oh my God! Speaking of Memphis, I think, or St. Louis, I saw a thing.
Those are not even in the same state.
No. Because Memphis, I thought Memphis was St. Louis, but it was actually St. Louis. People saying that Drake stole Smino's whole style. He started doing like the colorful shit and the braids.
Fuck Smino.
First of all, Smino is my favorite artist, and that's the
why I said
only
that.
reason. Yeah, that's the only reason he's doing that. And then he started hanging around Sexy Red. Drake stole another culture's identity, and it's St. Louis now.
You can't have black in you and steal any black culture. Now, that narrative is stupid.
That nigga is Canadian.
He's still black. What do
He's
you mean?
not
the
a-
best. The best niggas
Saint-
went to Canada.
St. Louis is American culture.
Okay, and guess what?
That's very
the
specific
most
African American culture.
Okay, cool. And you know, the most efficient niggas made it to Canada from the Underground Railroad. That's where it was taking you. So the smart niggas made it to Canada.
And then they were no longer American when they went there.
Cool. They
Cool.
made it.
Okay, so
they got the big freedom.
they did not experience the rest of the African American
Because
struggle.
that's
which-
just like Haitians, y'all was able to grit y'all independence. These Canadian blacks
Yeah.
are the smart niggas who was able to bypass the crackers and get to the Underground Railroad.
did not experience the same struggle.
What do you mean? They got out of slavery. They still was in slavery.
Past
And Canada was racist
they
still.
did not experience this very specific African American struggle.
Canada had racial issues the same.
They did not experience the African American
okay. and
struggle.
just because
I'm
you're
not
saying-
saying
just
Canada
'cause
is
you're saying
perfect.
that-
Nowhere is perfect.
Yeah, but after
After Haiti gained its independence, it still has its issues to this fucking day. Obviously not.
Again,
right?
Yes, but they're not racial issues per se from interpersonal. They're more like cultural and things like that. In Canada, they still had racial issues. Like you didn't go to Canada and shit was sweet. It just was easier. You just wasn't a slave. You was still a nigga. Like, what are we talking about here? All right, we got to talk about Sky Jackson's fall off. Shawty's been doing a lot of Temu commercials, a lot of bullshit ads. You seen it.
No, I haven't seen a single Sky Jackson anything.
So I think
honestly,
the spotlight's been on.
It's like, has she really fallen off when she had like one role on Disney Channel in the first place? She wasn't really on.
Her trajectory was to be one of the next ones, just like Shawty from Blackish, who was that was the voice of the girl in Good Times.
Okay,
Marsha, right?
But I'm just saying, like, she wasn't too on in the first place.
That's not true. She was a Disney girl.
Yeah, but she was only on one thing.
One show. Most of them aren't on multiple shows. And she had a big role on that show.
Yeah, she was the main character on that show.
So hold on. Here's one of her ads. She's doing a Band-Aid brand commercial.
Okay. We don't have to play it.
So somebody said this is what happens when you leave your career and be messy on Twitter.
Yeah, apparently, according to...
And the thing is this is what happened. She wasn't even doing a Band-Aid brand. She was doing a TikTok for an old Band-Aid commercial she did when she was little.
Oh, yeah, that's...
She's literally 20-something years old trying to live back in her heyday.
Yeah, she wasn't really that girl to begin with. So I'm just not I'm not feeling the whole she fell off because she was never that girl.
She had the trajectory, and I just think it's crazy. Did you see the picture of her and her boyfriend?
Mm-mm. I think it's unfortunate.
That nigga is a fucking giant compared to her. She like the red niggas though.
I don't know what.
She's not with a white boy.
I don't know what she needs to do from here on out.
She gotta get with a white boy right now. She has to clean it up.
Did you see the she did like a reading on or something where she acted on and she posted it on TikTok and then everyone was dragging her because they were like, you're very much giving I'm a Disney girl. Like she still had that cadence and everything. Like I think she's just not that great of an actress.
I think that's the
past
case.
Being a child.
Because my thing is that somebody with her kind of frame, I don't see why she wouldn't get picked up more.
Yeah.
That little body, you could get a lot of work still being young.
She still looks like she's 13, 14.
She can still get a high school roll off.
Yeah, 100%.
So that's what I'm saying. To me, it's either you not comfortable doing something on camera. Either you not comfortable doing certain things on camera because you grown now, you know what that mean. We just seen Zendaya get right in Challenger. You either not ready to do something on camera or you just a bitch. Nobody want to work with you.
Yeah, and it might have to do with her mom or something because her mom is her manager. She's always with her.
And she was hating on Stormy Reed.
Yeah, and they're always messy. Like the only thing that we've seen from them for a while now is them being messy on social media.
Yeah.
So I
think
know.
her mom ruined her career.
it might have been her mom. But I did see on the blind items, allegedly she was like yachting or whatever. You know what yachting is?
Yeah, they pay her to be on boats with older men.
Mm-hmm. So that's what she allegedly has been doing for money lately. So
that's sick. It's sick out here. Well, it's gonna be hard her yachting with that big boy unless he gonna be a bodyguard just watching. She turned my boy into a cuck. That's crazy. All right. We could get. You want to get into anything else, or was there anything on your soul?
How far in are we right now?
We're like an hour 40 in.
Okay.
I had some other stuff about Eddie Griffin talking about Illuminati, but that was all just gonna end up being butthole talk. But that's what it was. That's what they gonna do. You know, this is all he gonna talk about is niggas being gay and wearing dresses.
Yeah.
Eddie Griffin, like it ain't nothing.
Yeah, Eddie Griffin is not gonna give us any nuanced opinions about anything. He's just gonna be like, nigga.
He's literally just dark skinned Cat Williams.
Yeah. Was there anything else?
Did you want to recap a little bit on Amanda Seales and how she been kicking Shannon back in?
Oh yeah, she been calling this nigga all types of stupid.
I think that's fucked up. I think she
that is fucked up.
It goes back to our original video where she just does not have the self-awareness where it's like, yo, Shannon was not trying to shit on you.
No, that's what he does generally in a lot of interviews. I've been seeing people saying, yeah, he's just not that. That's not the guy that you're gonna have that in-depth conversation with, unfortunately. And then being that you ended the interview saying that you were appreciative of him giving you this platform for you to explain yourself on, because a lot of people just didn't want to fuck with you at all, and then y'all hugging and everything. And I just feel like you gotta know how to play the game, Amanda. Like you do. And then you not autistic for real. That's my thing. Like you sat there. Who called that? He called that. But you sat there and I feel like you said this the way you said it on purpose to make it seem like you were diagnosed when you're not diagnosed. Apparently, you just self-tested and took a couple internet tests or whatever, and then went on this platform saying that you're autistic, and then all of these behaviors are because of the fact that you're autistic when you're not actually diagnosed. I feel like that is irresponsible in this day and age when people just be on social media fucking deciding that they're autistic, deciding that they have ADHD. Like, it's very easy to fall into.
And you said about black women not getting the treatment that they need, and you just going on here basically giving people the excuse to look at these bitches be lying.
Yeah, like it's irresponsible as fuck. And like I like you. Like I do. I like how smart you are and everything, but like
somebody told me that's a red flag.
It makes it hard to continue being a fan of yours, and I wouldn't even say I was a fan of Amanda Seales. I just enjoyed her in general. But yeah, I don't like that. I don't like the fact that you felt like it felt like you were trying to trick us into having sympathy for you, and it was like a get out of jail free card instead of taking accountability for your actions.
Yeah. Hey, y'all ain't never gonna pull the wig over my eyes. I can smell Cap when I didn't even have to watch the whole interview to know Cap was coming. So I knew the Cap was there. I said what I said. I'm gonna take the you're being misogynist quotes from you because I know but I see the bullshit.
If you watch the interview, the whole conversation, because they talked about it for a while. Like she talked about having a psychiatrist. She talked about being diagnosed.
What did I say when we talked about this off camera? What did I say? I said if Amanda Seales was given any kind of certified diagnosis, she would be screaming that from the top of the roof. Mm-hmm. It would be all over her social media. It'd probably be her fucking Abby for 3 weeks. Her certification saying, I'm autistic. My spectrum sheet. Like,
yeah, she would have probably changed her handle to like Autistic Amanda.
Amanda Spectrum.
Like yeah.
That's exactly what we would have seen. She would have took that whole PR thing into a whole nother world.
Oh, Lord. Like, it's crazy.
All right, let's get out of here. We'll finish up with a life is a labor of love. So let's keep building these What's up?
Hold on. It seems like Kim and Khloe Kardashian are arguing on the Twitter.
We might have to get back to that at a later time.
Yeah.
We got to do our science on that.
It's Kim said, "Baby, be careful what you wish for. My bag is much bigger than it was 16 years ago." And then Chloe said, "Damn, I love it when you talk to me like this. Made me get a little excited." Oh,
Wake it up. I love when my girls start arguing. I love the beef. We'll bring that to
I
you
don't think it's beef.
Oh, you think it's just...
She's just stunting on her sister for no reason.
Sometimes you gotta flex.
She's just stunting. I was like, hold on, why they arguing? I like trying to see if there's anything we missed.
Sometimes you gotta flex though. But we good to wrap it up now?
Yeah, go ahead, baby.
All right, life is a labor of love, so let's
Cut that
keep
out.
building these moments together. And remember, your job is not your family, and the only thing you should be exploiting is these corporations. This is Talk FNF TV. I'm your host, Rhetoric, with my lovely and amazing co-host, Miss Realitea. We want to thank y'all for listening. She got a few words for y'all.
Hi, guys. Follow us on all of the social media at talk.fnf.tv, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, all of the things. Thank you for watching. Like, follow, subscribe. Love you guys. Bye.